might as well spark this up. What time is it? 4:21. Okay.
Check.
Check. And double check. I gotta look straight ahead.
No, we're live. I believe we're live.
Oh, okay.
Let me check, make sure we're live.
Am I alive? Are we alive? Are you putting the chat up?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay. You gotta put the chat up.
What?
Hello. I'm alive.
Nobody's there yet.
Okay.
Nobody's
Well, I
chatting.
still gotta talk.
There's a couple people there, but nobody's chatting. Hold on.
Okay, well, I'm alive. And happy for 22.
422.
Okay, so dogs are with me. But I'm going to do my news. So, Mississippi, the poorest state in America, spent $70 million in federal welfare funds on things other than the poor people in their state. They paid Brett Favre $1.1 million in 2017 and 2018 to make motivational speeches out of these funds, and speeches he never gave, by the way. The state demanded the money back, and with interest. Favre has paid back the money, but not the interest. The $228,000 in interest that they requested. But the revelation by the auditor that $70 million in welfare funds were doled out to multi-millionaire athletes, a professional wrestler, a horse farm, and a volleyball complex has sparked both a state and federal criminal investigations that have resulted in charges and guilty pleas. Former Governor Phil Bryant, a Republican, gave tens of millions of dollars to a nonprofit led by a close friend of his wife, who had more political connections than connections with the people of Mississippi. Bryant claims he never knew it was welfare money. No, he just had tens of millions of dollars of state funds to give away. Never knew where it came from. I find that hard to believe. So the person in charge of the nonprofit is Nancy New, who has pled guilty. She and her sons are cooperating in the investigations. So. For the first time, the VA will be providing abortion services and counseling to the nation's hundreds of thousands of female veterans and VA beneficiaries. They will only provide abortions in cases of rape, incest, or if the life of the woman is at risk. Roughly 550,000 female vets use the VA healthcare system in 2020, as did more than 400,000 female dependents and survivors. So in spite of state laws nationwide, the VA will be taking care of their own. So that's kind of heartwarming to see that, regardless of the overturn of Roe v. Wade, that they'll be taking care of them. It's kind of a go-around to on the Supreme Court's ruling. Kind of nice. So, in a grim sign of the pandemic, on the pandemic's impact, math and reading scores for 9-year-olds across the United States plummeted between 20 and 22. The declines erased decades of academic progress. 9-year-olds are performing at the same level in math as 9-year-olds did back in 1999. And reading levels as in 2004. The gap between higher and lower performing students was already growing before the pandemic, which appears to have exacerbated the situation. So smarter kids and dumber kids are getting further and further apart, you know. So the gap is growing. So we'll have more people to volunteer for the military, I guess. Wow. Time for the weed of the week. And this week it's grape sour diesel. Grapefruit sour diesel, excuse me. Why do they call a grapefruit? Doesn't taste anything like a grape.
Yet it's still a fruit.
Yeah, but it's not. You don't eat the skin like you do on a grape.
True.
Grapes, you know, I don't know. They're just not the same. There's nothing about it. It's huge by comparison. I don't know. Anyway, grapefruit sour diesel is sativa dominant and is 24.29% THC. And it went out.
Oh, and I gotta say, we'll go to the split scene here. I gotta say, what up, y'all? How you doing? I got some of it right here myself, and I'm gonna spark up with Hurricane Spliffy.
Yeah, you got the stubby one.
I got the stubby, baby. The stubby. Let's see. What's this going to taste like?
It's pretty good.
Smells sweet. Got a sweet smell to it.
Mm-hmm. It's not making me cough, which is a nice thing. Sweet taste.
Yeah, that nice. Got a sweet aftertaste. I don't know where the grapefruit comes from.
Me either. But I like it. Well, this shirt was a gift, by the way.
Oh, pull your shirt down.
It says Hurricane Spliffy. See?
Someone made that for him just to mock me, because look. It's in purple.
Yes.
They're mocking. They're just fucking with me. That's all they were doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so grapefruit sour diesel. Not bad. Not bad.
It's not.
Back to the Spliffy
Made you
show,
cough,
y'all. I'll catch you
Made
later.
you cough. So, Mar-a-Lago. It's searched by the FBI. Now, the FBI, well, there was this special master that Trump wanted appointed. Well, there was a hearing this week, and on Thursday, and the judge heard oral arguments on Thursday, and on Friday, she said that that's Judge Aileen Cannon. She said on Friday that she was going to reserve her decision on appointing a special master, but agreed to unseal 2 records filed by the Justice Department. Well, those records revealed that the FBI recovered more than 11,000 government documents and photographs during its search on August 8th. Now, this isn't any of the documents that were recovered in January or in June. This is only what was recovered in August. Okay, 11,000, over 11,000 government documents and photographs. The search as well discovered 48 empty folders labeled as classified.
Wait, there's like empty folders. Like there was documents in there, now they're missing?
Now they're missing.
And is there an investigation on where those documents went?
Whoa, yeah.
I was about to say, I'm like, we're just going to ignore that fact real quick.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Now, Trump bitched because 2 expired passports were taken. Okay.
I don't care about your passports. What about the top secret documents?
Well, that's just it, see? He bitched because 2 expired passports were taken.
Oh,
That's one of the reasons he wants this special master. Okay? But the thing is that they took the 2 passports because they were located in a desk drawer with a bunch of classified documents. So they took the passport, they emptied the drawer is what they did. Okay, they just took all the contents to the drawer. Okay, and all together, to the purpose of taking the passports was to prove that the contents of the desk drawer was all a part of the of an area that was frequented by Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This
yeah.
was an area that he generally had access
Yeah,
to.
that belonged to him.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why they took the passports. And they returned them. Okay? And they were expired anyway. So who gives a fuck about expired passports?
Trump does.
Yeah, right.
Well, either way, that's what happened. Though.
So she's not gonna rule on this special master anyway. But she let the FBI reveal some pretty damning shit about what was at Mar-a-Lago, which is great, I think.
I want to know more about these top secret.
These classified.
Yeah, these 50 folders that were
48,
empty.
yeah.
And like, what are they
Yeah.
doing to find out where this information is?
Yeah. Now, former Attorney General Bill Barr, who was Trump's Attorney General, he went on Fox News, that Trump station, and he said that he thought that it was a waste of time to appoint a special master, as the FBI has already gone through all the shit, which makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, what's the point of going through it again? For a special master to go through everything if they've already hashed through it all.
That's true. Hi, Deborah.
Hey, Deborah, welcome aboard. We were just talking about the FBI and what a great job they did.
And how much Trump loves them.
Yeah, they found 11,000 government documents and photographs on August 8th. That has nothing to do with what they found in January or June. This is 11,000 new documents and photographs and 48 empty folders marked classified. Now, tell me he isn't in deep shit. So, I mean, even Bill Barr thinks it's a waste of time to look any further. So.
Oh, like we should all go off Bill Barr's?
No, to appoint a special master
Oh, okay.
to look at this stuff any further. No, on Trump's behalf.
I say, heck with all the top secret documents. Open it up and let the people know everything.
Yeah.
That way we know who to hang. Time the people started prosecuting these scum.
So the Joint Committee investigating the January 6th riot. They have asked Newt Gingrich, the former Speaker of the House, to come before them and testify. It seems that he spoke to some of Trump's underlings regarding ads to be run post-election, debunking its authenticity. So he was involved after the election in claiming that the election was a fraud. And so now they want him to come in and talk to them. But it was just an invitation, not a demand. So it's up to Newt to decide whether or not he wants to talk to them.
All elections are frauds unless I win.
I see.
I'm taking Trump's stance.
So, Donovan Lewis, age 20, died Tuesday after being shot by police officer Ricky Anderson, a 30-year veteran of the Columbus, Ohio PD. Donovan was unarmed. Police arrived at the apartment to execute an arrest warrant for domestic violence, assault, and improper handling of a firearm. Lewis was the subject of the warrant. They arrived 2 a.m. Police knocked at the door for several minutes before someone answered, stating that they had been asleep. They found another man inside. They were unable to determine if anyone else was present, so they called in a canine unit, at which time Officer Anderson arrived with his dog. The dog indicated there was a person in a room behind a closed door. A bedroom, by the way. I don't understand why they had to call in a dog. Why they couldn't just enter this bedroom. This is what's confusing to me. Anyway, so Anderson shouted out that he would be releasing his dog if the person didn't come out. There was no response, so Anderson opened the door and fired a single shot. Lewis was lying on the bed. Anderson claimed he saw something in Lewis's hand. It was a vape pen, which was found on the bed next to Lewis's dead body.
Hey, buds.
All of it was captured on Anderson's body cam. But I don't know. I think he could have waited a second.
Could have waited more than a second. These cops are all
Yeah,
trigger happy.
He immediately shot, so I think you could view the body cam footage.
I mean, you got YouTube videos out there of cops being like 15, 20 foot away from a guy that has a knife and they kill him.
Yeah, that happened in Chicago.
What sense does that make?
So, I don't know, but you got to make this bigger. I can't read any. Oh, wait. Here we go. You're not shocked at all. Buds, welcome aboard. Yeah, it's, the whole police system's gone crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hey, Spliffy's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
And we're both sitting around. I was up, I let the dogs out. I'm kind of waiting for them to come back in, but they're being stubborn right now.
Yeah, they're that way.
Oh, let's move the camera back a little. Oh, there we
He
go.
likes to lay around in the grass, or sometimes on the pavement, which surprises me. As hot as it's been, he likes to lay on the asphalt.
You know,
Crazy dog.
concerning your stories today, Spliffy,
Yeah.
I gotta say, the one about Trump, the only thing he is upset about is they took his used passports. That's to be
Well,
expected.
there's other stuff he thinks that's in there that nobody else should see. Of course, too, he thinks that all that shit belongs to him. Okay, that he had executive privilege to keep that shit.
Well, regardless, he should be in jail just for that. Anybody in the world, if you go on a tour of the White House and there's something laying down that says top secret and it's in a folder and you take it home, you're going to jail. Okay, it's just that simple. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's not like he has any powers at all once he leaves the White House.
Now,
Nothing belongs to him.
exactly. Now, as far as your one other story there, that Newt Gingrich, explain to me what he is going to actually testify about.
His involvement in Trump's attempts to overturn the election.
Now,
Howdy,
involvement.
Nicky B. Welcome
Hey,
aboard.
Nicky. Now, as far as Newt Gingrich, his involvement as far as helping Trump try and overthrow.
Yes.
Now, how was he involved in that matter?
It seems that he was involved in composing or actually running ads for Trump, claiming that
Okay,
the election was
okay.
overthrown, was a fraud.
Okay.
Okay. So,
And
way
that,
to the store. Chat later. Well, thanks for stopping by, Deborah.
and you know that last story
Appreciate it.
about the cops breaking into the kid's house, kicking in his bedroom door,
No,
and then shooting
well, they didn't
him.
say he kicked it in. They just said he opened the door, but I don't know.
But shooting him
I didn't see the video.
because he had a vape pen. God forbid. Like, it's legal to own a gun. It's legal to protect your house. So if you answer your front door with a gun in your hand while you're standing inside your home, that's perfectly legal.
Yeah,
But you will die for that if it's a cop.
yeah.
You could do that 1,000,000 times. You could have a gun hanging there pull the gun out, open the door, hello. Just because you're in a shithole neighborhood. But if the cops are standing there, you're gonna die.
Yep. That's true.
What?
Well,
What?
they're there to protect and serve themselves.
Man.
I mean, that's why they carry a gun, to protect themselves.
And that's how, like, one or two-sided the system is. You know, it's like, we expect you to believe in this and we expect you to live like this, but, you know, we're going to believe and live like this over here. And that's just not cops. That's the government. That's any type of officials. That's anybody that's an official. It could be your town council. Okay, just your town council that think they have the power. Like, really?
Yeah.
Really? It's your way or no way when you're supposed to serve the people. I don't get that concept. I just don't.
Well, they're, like I said, they're not there to serve. They're there to serve themselves.
I guess. Which actually brings us to
It's the snobbery, don't you see it? I mean, they live above us, remember?
That's true.
Remember George H.W. Bush didn't know what a grocery scanner was, you know?
Right.
He didn't know you could actually scan things in the grocery store.
And that just goes to show you the people don't have a choice when it comes to the cops or the government or just the way they want to do it and the way they set it up is how it's going to be done no matter what, which is ridiculous.
Well, they make the rules.
That's ridiculous.
Well,
And you know, that brings us to one of the reasons I'm here. One of the stories that I had talked about the last couple of days that I said come by Spliffy's show that we're going to talk about is I got something disturbing in the mail. And it's from the state.
Hey, I got one too.
You got one too?
Yeah,
Well,
I think it's right
everybody
here.
in Illinois got it. And basically, it is an application to vote by mail ballot. To get a ballot for here, shoot, why
To
don't I
vote by
just
mail.
show y'all? A ballot to vote by mail. And there it is up there. Okay. Now, I know it's kind of might be a little hard to read, but on this side you have the application to vote by mail ballot, and on that side you have the application to permanently vote by mail ballot. But let's zoom in a little bit and see what the hell's going on. Okay? Now, ooh, boom, boom. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. Now check this out, guys. Now you see, if you want to mail a ballot for mail to, how do I say that? I'm stuttering.
If you want to get a vote by mail ballot,
A mail-in ballot, yeah. It asks you to please choose one. Primary, Republican, or nonpartisan. No candidates, only public questions available.
yeah, you can vote either Democrat or Republican. You can get a Democratic ballot or a Republican ballot in the primary.
Now, think about this, guys. Those are your only choices? Democratic or Republican? There are hundreds of parties out there, guys. Let me say that again. There are hundreds of political parties out there. But the only choice you have is Democratic or Republic. Why is that the only choice you have? I mean, just like here, that's it. That's a zoom in of the line that you got a choice of. Democrats or Republicans. Now, explain to me, Spliffy, how does any other party ever get a chance at the presidency?
Well, they get put on the ballot.
Not according to this.
No,
If you want to
no,
vote mail-in
no, you
vote
don't.
ballot.
If you don't get a ballot, you don't get a ballot for independents, okay, for nonpartisans. You don't get a ballot for independent candidates, but they do show up on the ballot for general elections.
This is the primary, though. Generals.
I know,
Generals
well,
after the primary.
You don't pick people in the primary to put on the general election ballot, except the Democrats or Republicans.
Now, why?
Because
now,
there's
hold
only
on.
going to be.
Hold on before you continue. The discrepancy comes in. I read this one way, thinking I have no other fucking choice. This is wrong. Okay. Now here's what people don't understand. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What happens is, generally, there aren't opposing candidates in the same party. Okay? For example, in the Green Party, there would only be one candidate running in the Green Party
Okay.
for that position. Okay?
Now-
Like the presidential candidate for the Green Party or the presidential candidate for the Nader
It's
Party
just a single candidate.
would be a single candidate, so there'd
Okay.
be no competition. Whereas in the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, there's always competition.
Now, go figure, I'm going to ask the oddball question. If, say, we'll go with the Green Party, because that's what Spliffy mentioned. If the Green Party had two candidates, would they be allowed in the primaries?
I really don't know.
Because according to this, there's no choice. According to this, as you see that bottom line there, I'll bring it up again. That bottom line there, if you're not a Democrat or you're not a Republican, you can get for nonpartisan. No candidates, only public questions if available. So, even if there
Opt
were,
out.
yeah, even
Bud
if there
says-
were candidates, could you vote for those candidates?
I don't know. I don't vote by mail. I'm 2 blocks from the polling place, or a block. It's right over on Washington.
But the
It's on,
question
Grant
comes
Street
up
here.
because this document right here, guys, does not give you a choice. There is no choice in this document.
I feel sorry for you.
What's up?
I said I feel sorry for you.
What do you mean?
If you want to vote by mail, I say I vote in person. It's right a block away.
Oh, okay. Well, whether you want to vote by mail or not, it still comes down to you're only given two choices.
Yeah, well, you're not given much more than that at the polls either.
I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. I really am just pointing out the hypocrisy.
Our government is set up pretty much as a two-party system.
Because that's something I want to know, guys. I want to know if there is two candidates from another party, will they be allowed into the primary? I looked it up. I couldn't find anything on it. I looked up in federal court cases. I couldn't find any precedents for it.
Well, that's why, because there's never been a situation like that.
Well, it's never been taken up in federal court.
That's because there's never been a precedence for it.
I don't know.
Well, obviously you don't know because there's never been a precedence for it.
There's got to be some kind of law on it. There's got to be some way that the Democrats and Republic do not have a monopoly on the primary vote. Because think about it, guys.
Well, they do because there's never been a challenge.
Hold on, but think about it, guys. When they're having their primaries, it's televised and everything else, all you see is those main candidates for the Democrats and the Republicans. Nobody's talking about any other candidate. It's almost like they're intentionally monopolizing the news, the radio, what you see and read, long before any other candidate even gets to open their mouth. Is this their way of truly monopolizing and rigging the system in their favor? You tell me.
The government was designed as a two-party system.
Oh, we all know the flaw in the two-party design that hasn't worked in 100 years.
Well,
here.
only 100?
Only 100? See what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to throw you to Spliffy real quick. I'm going to go let the poodles in.
I understand his position, but, you get what you pay for.
Well, I'm trying to bring up the questions. I'm trying to make people think about it.
I think we're pretty much stuck with what we got. Nobody's going to change it for us. Okay. We got what we got. And just have to learn to live with it, I guess.
And that's part of the problem. The system is set up that the ones that we want to change, we have to ask them for the change so they can vote on it.
Exactly. And they're not going to change it.
So there is actually no way for the people to vote to change the system.
That's the catch-22 in the system, is that they're not going to change it. What's that?
So it comes back to what those conspiracy theorists been
What's going on here?
What do you mean?
This thing in the middle of the screen. That just popped up and there was a mouse on it.
Did we just get cut off?
I don't know.
Oh no, we're still going.
Oh, okay. But that just thing popped up and then there was a mouse arrow moving around on it. So I don't know what happened. Anyway.
I'm checking the stream now. Yeah, we're live. You're looking at me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was just asking me if I wanted to do something.
Oh, okay. It was weird though that there was an arrow moving around on it. It freaked me out. I thought somebody took over the screen.
But no, I
understand your frustration. But the only reason that you couldn't find anything on it is because there's never been a situation where there were two candidates of one of those parties.
I want to press the issue. What would you say would be like the easiest party to get a hold of? Because I think we should John Oliver this shit. You know what I'm saying? Why don't we get
a hold of John Oliver?
Why don't we get... That might be a good idea. Why don't we get a hold of a political party and ask them intentionally, And it wouldn't even work this year. We'd have to wait 4 more years.
Well, now that's just Illinois you're talking about here, though. You don't know what it's like in other states.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but we need to like get a hold of a party and be like, okay, we need you to have 2 members. We want you to get into the primary. Because that I don't understand why these parties haven't thought of this yet. Being in the primary is the hot seat. It is the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why every
it gets
party,
you there or it don't.
I don't see why every
You know what I
party doesn't have multiple candidates on purpose. Absolutely on purpose. Why isn't every party in the fucking primary? Are they that stupid? Or does the Democrats and the Republic have rules against it? You know what I'm saying? Are they working together to screw everybody? And we just never realized it? Man, I wish you had 1 million viewers right now. Because these are really good questions.
I don't.
Yeah, but these are really good questions that I bet you people want an answer to.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, we were designed as a 2-party system from the very beginning. You know.
And again, why was that established? That just brings up more questions. Who thought that was a good idea to only have two ways of thinking?
The Brits, who had 1,000 parties.
Well, that's true. They probably just tried to get away from that or something.
Sure. Absolutely.
I don't know, man. It's got... I don't know. I got to do more research on this.
Okay. But I could see why there aren't any independents, on the form.
See,
for that reason.
I don't see why every independent party isn't trying to get on that form. That's like the Grammys right there.
I'm saying that's the reason, because they don't have any candidates to challenge their candidates.
How to?
Okay, because you're getting a ballot for your party. Well, if your party only has one candidate, you don't need a fucking ballot. It's that simple.
But that's what I'm saying. The primaries are like the Grammys. Everybody should want to be a part of them, intentionally.
But then you'd have to have 2 candidates running for that office.
You're making my point for me. Why don't these parties do this intentionally just to get their name out there, to get in a position to maybe, possibly even win? You know what I'm saying?
Idea.
Let's see what
Except
happens.
they agree with one another. So, you know what I'm saying? They don't have an opposing view to the person who's running in their party. Well, I have been.
Oh, I'm reading up on
I
this
went
right
out.
now.
Well, thanks for the reminder, though, Buzz. You know what I'm saying? You can have 2 Republican candidates with opposing views. If you're in the Green Party, everybody's agreeing with you. Nobody has an opposing view to saving the environment. If you're both in the same group. Boy, this is incredibly smooth shit.
Okay, now check this out. Let's see. You do not have to vote for the party you're registered with in federal, state, or local general elections. Okay, you can vote for anybody in those elections.
Right.
Okay.
But
in the presidential primary caucus, which is the primaries, depending on your state's rules, you may have to vote for the political party you've registered with. And you're only allowed to register Democrat or Republic.
right, Republican, yes.
So why are you only allowed to register something that you're not a part of?
Well, no, you don't have to register
You do
something.
have to.
You don't have to register something that you're not a part of.
If you want to vote, you have to register to vote. There's only two ways to register: Democratic or Republican.
Right.
Period.
Right.
But if you're not a Democrat or you're not a Republican, why am I registering as one?
So you can select the Democratic or Republican candidate
Thank
that
you.
you want to lose.
That you want to lose?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that your candidate might have a better chance to win.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly how it works.
Anyway, he's proving my point, and we're right back to you have no choice but to be a Republican or a Democrat. It doesn't matter how you feel, what your values are, or what group you attach yourself with. If you're not a Democrat or you're not a Republican, you will absolutely never be president. Even socialists have to attach themselves to other parties, like Bernie Sanders. He's not a Democrat, but he attached himself to the Democratic Party so he can be put on the ballot.
Yes.
That is absolute bullshit. That's almost verging on racism.
Well, it's politicism.
Like racist against other parties.
It's politicism, I guess you could call it.
It's bullshit. I didn't see any sign on the White House that says DNRs only. There's no sign up there that says that.
Well,
But the rules they made are absolutely that.
pretty much. Yeah, you're right.
And I'm not.
Well, that's just it, buds. That's just what we're talking about. How do you vote independent?
You can't. There's absolutely no choice.
Being an independent means you're either going to vote Republican or Democrat, but it's your choice. That's what independent means. Or you're not going to vote at all. Those are your three choices.
Oops. Oh shit.
What you did?
Oh, I did too much. I'm always doing too much. Whoa. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, but seriously, guys.
And that's what it means.
If this...
Being an independent means you have three choices. You can either vote Democrat, Republican, or not.
Not vote at all. That means you basically don't have a choice. If your choice is not Democratic or Republic, you don't have a choice.
Or not vote.
You know,
Those are your three choices.
Can you people understand all these conspiracy theorists that they've been calling idiots for 20 plus years? Your vote does not count because unless you're a D or an R, you have no vote. And that's not us trying to pass on a conspiracy theory. We have the paperwork. We just discussed this in full. If you're not a Democrat or a Republican, you don't fucking count and nobody gives a shit about you.
Well, no, that's not what that proves.
Wow.
That proves just what I told you.
Well, not that nobody gives a shit about you.
That proves
I'm
that
sorry.
there's no competing candidates for the other parties. That's what that proves. That's all that proves.
The entire system is rigged and it's nothing but manipulation upon the people. Okay? Otherwise, all this stuff wouldn't matter. You could have 5 candidates for the same party on the ballot, and none of it would matter. The people would go to a poll and vote for who they wanted. And once the people's vote was counted, it would end right there. The people's vote would stand.
You can vote for whoever you want. You just have to write in their name. That's why Trump won, because a lot of people wrote in Bernie Sanders.
Well, no.
Yeah.
See, me and Spliffy disagree on that part. And I'm going to say he's half right. I half fully agree with Spliffy. I really do. But when the Democratic Party came out and said they were backing Hillary...
Yeah, they lost a lot of
on.
votes. A lot of people didn't go to the polls.
The Democratic Party came out and said they were backing Hillary Clinton before the Democratic vote was even taken. So again, the people had no choice, and the people's vote didn't count.
Sure. They told Bernie to back off
Okay.
twice.
So, and that's why I've been saying it has been nothing but illegal elections and illegal presidencies since 2016, because there was never a democratic vote for a candidate. The people never had a choice. The people's vote never counted, which gave us absolute proof that your vote doesn't fucking matter. They're gonna do what they want, whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter if 10 people voted for it and there's only 11 people. If that one person is who they want, they're going for that one person. I'm not trying to spread rumors or conspiracies. This is what happened in front of the American people. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a conspiracy nut. This happened.
Yeah. Well, they thought she was electable. She was not electable.
No, she was not. Well, she may have been electable if if there was a Democratic vote and the Democrats voted her in. A lot of Bernie's people would have swayed over and voted for her too, because, hail to the Democrats and all. But because there was no Democratic vote and it was split to begin with, some of those people for Hillary realized what happened and said, wait, we never had a fucking vote. And said, well, fuck you, I ain't voting for Democrat then. And they just voted for Trump, or they did a write-in for Bernie, which absolutely screwed Hillary.
Yeah, it did.
They not only divided the party, they divided the party and took away people. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was that.
And that was what, 2016?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we sure suffered under Trump, didn't we?
I don't know. Is Trump coming back?
I don't know. I don't think he'll be electable.
Yeah, but are they going to put him on the ballot anyway?
They can't.
Really?
No, not if he's not electable.
Yeah, but they can put...
No, I think he'll be a convicted felon.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
If they put Trump in the primaries against anybody else, I think Trump's going to be the Republican candidate.
Well, if he is, I don't think he can win.
Well, that's not really the point, though.
Well, what, he's going to deny it again?
Oh, of course.
Start another riot again?
Yes.
Well,
I'm not...
I mean, he's committed so many felonies already with these documents and everything.
But you got to think about Trump and what he wants, because I'm not sure being president has anything to do with him redeeming his reputation. So he's going to run again and make sure he wins. You know what I'm saying?
He can't win.
I don't know.
He can't win.
There are still Trump lovers to this day.
I know, but there aren't enough of them.
I don't know.
Well, there aren't enough of them to elect him.
I don't know.
Even Fox turned on him, so.
Yeah. I still say, not this coming election, but what would it be, 2028?
Yeah,
Hillary...
There
not
are
Hillary,
DeSantis fans now, but Fox is.
Trump's daughter should run in 2028. And I think she'd get it.
I don't think so. I think he has ruined the name.
A lot of people liked her. A lot of people liked her. I mean, when the dirt started flying, she was one of the last people to get fucking smeared on.
Yeah, I sure would like to hear what her testimony was before the January 6th committee. Because she testified voluntarily.
I plead the fifth and don't remember anything.
No, I don't think so.
And what's her name? What's Trump's daughter's name?
Uh,
I know the wife's what, Ivanka? Or is that the daughter's name?
That's the daughter's name.
Ivanka
Yeah.
Trump? I think if she ran in 2028, maybe 32, maybe 2032, somewhere around there, one of those two, she'd get it. maybe in 28, if she was vice president, if she ran with somebody as their vice president, I bet you she'd get in.
I don't know. I don't know how smart she is.
I don't know.
You know,
All I
I
know
always
is
picture her as being like Paris Hilton.
no. Paris Hilton is a valley girl compared to this chick.
That's what I feature her as.
No. No, but like a lot of people liked Ivanka. As far as, you know, her stance and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
So.
I like this background. I feel like I'm sitting someplace wild.
Well,
Sometimes I feel outdoorsy and.
You know what that top background is?
Huh?
That's the carpet in my RV with the grow lights on.
Oh.
It was the light was bouncing off something and throwing off a spectrum on my carpet.
Wow.
And I took a photo.
Oh, that's cool.
I wish my carpet actually looked like that. That'd be
Yeah,
wild.
don't you? Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
Yeah, that's literally the carpet in my RV. But what else you got? What else we bitching about the world?
Oh, Christ. Well.
Taxes are too high. Gas is too high.
Yeah, well, gas is coming down, though.
Gas is cheap around here compared up by me.
Yeah, I know.
Has been for a
I
minute.
keep telling you. Fill up down here.
I put $10 in when I got down here.
Good. Good. What, does that fill that car?
About half tank.
Yeah, that's good.
I was on my last bar. $10 gave me about a half tank.
Yeah, it's under $4 in Red Berkey.
Nice.
So.
And you got to think, around me though, there's a lot of truck stops and stuff, so prices is always high.
Yeah.
Around that, like an industrial park I live by.
Yeah. Yeah, because they milk those people.
Hey, so you want to run for president, Spliffy?
What?
Do you want to run for president?
No.
Why not?
No, I would never do that.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
It's a pain in the ass.
What do you mean? Let's see.
I wouldn't want all that pomp and everything around me, you know. Look, $3.99 in Chicago, Bud said.
Shit, it's more than that.
Well, cheaper in this city than it is down here.
No doubt.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's disgusting. It's that cheap in the city. Last month. Oh, you mean August? Well, it's only now what, a third of September, so that don't count. It's that day I'll always remember, because that was the day that my father died.
Okay, check it out, guys. If you want to run,
Remember that song?
if you want to run for president of the United States, it's actually really easy. You either attach yourself to a party and get their majority approval, or you make your own party, or you just run as independent. Hold on, let me fix Spliffy's background here. Where is that? Boom, boom, boom.
What did that say around me?
Oh, it's just an adverb or something. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, or you can run as an independent, okay? The catch-all is you have to raise, not like just go and say, I have this money like in your pocket, and then go to the state and say, I
Why don't
have
you
it.
go solo? I gotta get something to drink.
But you have to raise $5,000 in at least 20 states. So in 20 different states, you have to have a party fundraiser that raises at least $5,000 in order to have $100,000. And then you take that $100,000 and you go register yourself, and you can run as a presidential candidate. It's really not that hard. There's like 4 or 5 steps, especially if you're running as an independent. Now, to create your own party, you have to have like a 20-person unit to say, okay, we have a president, we have a chairman, we have a blah, 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 blah. And it comes out to be like 20 people, because you have to have a certain amount of independent voters, too, to create a party. So that's a little bit harder. But just to run as a straight independent, all you got to do is go raise $5,000 in 20 different states and then go register. And that's it. And you can run for president of the United States. It's funny how they think a money nomination, you know what I'm saying? Like, money is what it takes. If you can raise funds in each state, okay, then you can try and be president. What does money have to do with it? Honestly, what does money have to do with it? And once I make that $100,000, register, and turn that money into the government, where does that $100,000 go to? Because not only do you have to register, along with that registry, there is an office there's a person in office that you're assigned to for accounting. And they watch your account, like where's the money coming from and stuff like that. They care where the money's coming from.
Yep. They also want to know where it goes.
But where's that $100,000 go to? You never get it back. That's like these marijuana in these states. To register, give us $100,000 and an application. And if we deny you, we're going to keep your $100,000. I wonder where they got that from. The fucking government. That's their standard play. That's crazy. Anyway, we're still here. It's 5:18. We got about 2 minutes to 4:20. And we're going to put Hurricane Spliffy on the spot. Blam! It's a spot.
Oops. Oh, my arm's gone. Oh, my God.
He put his arm off.
My arm's gone.
Okay, we got 2 minutes, Spliffy. You got 2 minutes of torture. Breathe air and air alone for 2 minutes.
For 2 minutes?
For 2 minutes.
2 whole minutes?
That's right.
Wait. I think I found it. There it is.
Found your arm.
Found it.
Oh,
So.
that's a good idea. Something to drink.
Yeah, isn't it? Drink this in 2 minutes.
You know, I should have like a show. What up, Snark and Sass? I should have a show that's just called Think About It.
Says, welcome aboard. You caught me mid-drink. Consequently, I spilled it all over myself.
You know,
I'm not blaming it on you.
I want to start a new channel and name it Think About It. And all these crazy thoughts about, hey, this is what I discovered today. The system is broken. And blah, blah, blah. This whole rant stuff that I do. And just put it on that channel as like an audio thing.
Or you could just say nothing and just sit there like this, Think about it.
That would be a boring video. That would be a boring video.
Yeah, but you're calm to think about it, Just sit there like this. Maybe change positions.
Or down the rabbit hole with Lost Dog.
I don't know.
Oh, what time
You'd
is
have to
it?
be a pretty small dog.
Hey, no. Hey, happy 420, y'all. It's 420, Spliffy.
Okay.
It's 420.
I've been waiting for this for an hour.
It's 420 somewhere. Oh, never do that again.
Okay, good.
Cheers, y'all.
I like this weed.
Ladies and
This
gentlemen.
is grapefruit sour diesel. 24.29% THC. And it is a sativa dominant. And it tastes good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
I like it. What are you doing to me?
Making sure they can read it.
Jerking me around.
That's right. That's right. There you go. We'll put you on top.
Right on top?
Wait.
Help.
There you go. Spliffy's on top, baby.
I'm getting dizzy up here. Maybe I'm dizzy all the time. Maybe that's it. Oh,
And-
I got high. That's what it is.
And I know some of you out
I
there
got higher than you.
thinking I'm just bitching and moaning and stuff. But when was the last time you've ever had a conversation about, hey, this is happening? Why? You ever just ask why? Like everything's normal, like they send us out voter registration thinking it's all normal. But then you realize that they're really not giving you a choice.
I was just about to go video 2 holes in my yard. I'm scared they're snake holes. Well, and I wouldn't go video them.
Yeah, don't crawl in the hole.
Yeah,
Do not crawl in the hole.
I'm sure they're not small rabbit holes. So we were just talking about crawling down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, screw a rabbit too. They're cute, but man, don't fuck with a rabbit. They'll rabbit on your ass.
And you don't know if the rabbit's rabbit.
That's right. A rabbit, maybe rabbit doing a rabbit on your ass.
Yeah, you don't want a rabbit.
Rabbits aren't that small. Well, neither are you, darling. Don't climb in that hole. Ain't none of us small people at our age. I ain't sticking my hand nowhere. I ain't that small anymore, and I ain't that fast anymore. I ain't sticking my hand in no damn hole.
Stick a mouse down there. See what happens.
For fuck's sake.
For fork's sake.
I said video.
Okay.
Well, how are you supposed to video it, man? You said
Yeah.
it.
Stick a mouse down there and then you'll get a video.
You said a snake hole, man.
Yeah.
And video cameras, they fit on your shoulders, man. How else are you supposed to videotape it, man? You shrink yourself, you go in the hole. You're like,
Get
oh,
Fred
what
the
up?
Possum in your shed. Oh, do ya? Oh.
Oh, over in the Wilmington house? Oh, just wait. Next time you go there, his cousins will be visiting. And then his mother-in-law.
You sure a mule didn't make those holes, huh?
A mule?
Yeah, I thought maybe they were assholes.
There. So when you're at Bud's house, don't go near the shed. It's occupied. So what have we established today, Spliffy?
What's that?
What have we established today? What is the moral of today's story?
Make sure you get high in the middle of the afternoon.
And there you have it, folks.
Yeah.
Make sure you get high in the middle of the afternoon. It may save your neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh no, he better be doing some windows or something.
Yeah. Hope he's cleaning the possum shit out of there.
Yeah, right?
He should at least be doing that.
And dig his own septic or something. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Goddamn coon or possum.
Yeah.
Gotta hang from my rafters for free. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, just so he doesn't shit from the rafters. They can't catch rabies. Well, that's
no,
good.
but an animal with rabies can catch that motherfucker and give it to him. Possums can't catch rabies, really? Is it called possums? Pabies? Pobies?
Stop it.
Just
Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it down there.
Pavy, Povey, Pobbies.
Reach down there and give you a poke.
You know. Body temp's too low. So,
oh, cool.
so any possum I've ever seen that I wasn't shooting at usually was like annoyed and pissed off and hissed at you. So possums are naturally just assholes. They don't need rabies to become assholes.
You go and cut the grass, he doesn't wake up anymore when you're in there? Well, that's cool.
Oh my god.
So he's a lazy possum. Maybe he's just playing possum.
Yeah. Oh, possum playing possum. How dare you play your own game?
He's not sleeping, he's just playing possum.
Oh my god. I don't think it's right. Gotta pay that rent. Gotta pay that rent. You sure he's dead? Next time you go in there, nudge him a little.
Yeah. He'll bite the shit out of you.
Wake him up. He'll thank you for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, was I sleeping again? Thanks a lot. I got insomnia. I mean, I got, what's that other one? Where you, shit. Sleeping sickness. What is that?
Sleep
Where you all the
apnea.
time? No, where you sleep all the time.
Sleep apnea.
No, that's where you stop breathing when you're sleeping. I had sleep apnea.
Oh, okay. Did you know there's an actual phobia, a fear of Halloween?
Oh, sure.
It's like halonotophobia or something. It was a question at the local gas station on my way here.
There's a fear of everything.
That is insane. And like 9% of the population has a fear of Halloween. And I can only assume most of them are the Christians. The phobias are for everything. I poke him with a stick and he just lifts his head, then back to sleep. He's like, you're bothering me, fucker. Go away, kid. You're bothering me.
He's playing dead. Yeah, he's playing possum.
That was insane, man. But I know there's a phobia about everything, but some things you don't think about.
Yeah, like triskaidekaphobia.
I don't know, what's triskaidekaphobia?
Fear of the number 13.
Triskaidekaphobia. What the fuck does trist?
3
A deck.
and dec is 10.
10. Yeah.
Deca would
That-
be 10. So.
And that would be the Latin version of Roman numbers. What the fuck would you?
It's just Latin, yeah.
You're already saying
It-
it
but see-
in Latin, but why use the Roman? Oh, because it was probably discovered back then.
No, it's that medicine uses Latin.
Well, yeah.
So it's a phobia. Phobia is Latin actually too.
Yeah, but
So when
It's-
they named it, because they've only been naming things
Okay,
in
but-
psychotherapy.
but say the
since
name
the
again.
20s and
but
30s.
say the name again.
Triskaidekaphobia.
It's named like Roman letters. It would have been the lower number first, then the higher
I see what
number.
you mean. Yeah, well,
That's what I found
terminology,
weird.
exactly.
That's the thing. Well, has this been around for 1,000 years? What are we talking
No,
here?
since the 20s and 30s or
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
That just sounds. It's weird that they would use Roman numbering and say it in Latin to
Yeah,
name
well,
it.
it's done in Latin.
Dang it, Spliffy! You were saying it before I can type it.
I can't help it. I just know too much.
Stop reading her mind.
Yeah, I just have I'm a veritable font of useless information.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Spliffy's rude. We all know he's a mind reader. He's not supposed to do it without asking permission. He's just rude like that. I'm sorry. Oh.
Yeah, I know too much. Years ago around here, somebody nicknamed me Buddha, and it stuck. Because I always knew the answer to a question. So it stuck. So now I tell people that I can answer any question there is.
That's right.
And if they ask me something I don't know, that's what I tell them the answer is. I don't know.
That is a good.
And,
that is
and
an
I
answer.
tell them it's a perfectly good answer to any question. And that's what makes me the Buddha, the enlightened one. Is that I know that I don't know is a good answer to any question.
So he knows he's full of shit, y'all.
Yeah, so I know I'm full of shit.
Oh God. I'm randomly pulled change out of my purse today, the exact amount needed. Ooh, you go,
Wow,
girl.
cool.
You ever do that at the store? You buy some items and it rings up to like $9, not $9.08, just $9
Yeah, even,
Yeah, you ever,
Yeah.
it just comes even you're like, wow, I couldn't do that twice.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm the Buddha. Yeah, I just always seem to have the answer to anything anybody asks.
That's why he cut his hair, folks. He's been sitting in the backyard Indian style again. God damn it, Spliffy.
Yeah, well, I gotta stop meditating, huh? Okay, you might be psychic?
I don't know what you'd say.
I've got a shirt I made up that reads, I have a photogenic memory, it just hasn't developed yet.
What would you call it if you're a person who like wants to hear the voices because you're alone a lot and you could use someone to conversate with? What would you call that? Like, I want to hear voices. Like, if I could see images of, like, if I was walking around the street like a crazy person was and, like, talking to somebody and I actually mentally saw I think that'd be awesome. I'd roll with it all day.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd never
You
be,
have an imaginary friend.
right? I'd never be lonely again. Shit. You know, I actually want the voices, like random voices from heaven. I could argue back with them. I'm good at arguing. Yeah.
Open to it. There you go.
Right? I'm kosher.
Yeah. They don't have to be from heaven, though, right?
Yeah, but people see.
They could be from other places.
Oh, anywhere they want.
You know,
I don't care.
yeah,
I'm not
you know,
prejudiced.
like-
Whatever
like-
afterlife you choose, you know.
Well-
Or chooses you.
Couldn't it be a living person? I mean, like somebody from Brooklyn?
No, because then if I piss them off, they can always come find me. That wouldn't be fun. And Brooklyn. Who wants a Brooklyn accent in their ear all day long?
I'm the voices. There you go. See? Arkansas will be the voices for
Like I
you.
say, people always say, oh, I'm crazy, I'm psycho, and doctors are always labeling people. Well, what if you don't have any problems? You just want to enjoy it. You just wish you did so
Well,
you
that's
could
the
enjoy
thing.
it.
My first psychiatrist told me I was slightly paranoid
Slightly.
because of what was going on at work. And then I come to find out later that it wasn't paranoia. The guy was performing a vendetta for someone else. Okay?
He was the hitman.
For the most part, that's what he was doing.
Some dude
He was trying to get me fired.
Yeah.
Okay?
Some higher up had a thing against
revenge.
Spliffy, so we hired some guy to hassle Spliffy all the time and just make work an annoying piece of shit. And then when he said something about it, he was made to think that like he was in the wrong, and he was going crazy. Nothing was an issue.
He was my boss.
Well, it was actually a setup. In the end, it came out that it was a setup, and Spliffy was right.
Yeah. Guy drove me nuts. I went on disability for 6 years till this guy was gone.
Yeah.
And I was well. Although I still see a shrink.
Yeah, well, it's good to talk to somebody.
Oh yeah.
They sent me to a psychiatrist. All he wanted to do was give me pills. And I was like, I don't want pills. I want voices.
Exactly. I wasn't paranoid. They really were out to get me. Okay. Well, he was. Yeah. Well, it's a joint effort, I guess. You know.
Is there a phobia of police? What is a phobia of police? Come on, you smart people.
I don't know.
Educate me. What is it called if you're scared of police?
I don't know. Capanoia. Why don't you put it in there? Fear of police.
'Cause I-
Poopophobia. Poopophobia. What is it?
Capiophobia. CAPIO phobia. Capiophobia.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, they're not there to help us, so you wouldn't get tight in the ass every time you saw them, you know.
Now it says trembling, shaking, loss of control are all symptoms of capiophobia. And I can see that if you've been beaten down a few times and the same cop pulled you over. But it also says anxiety and panic when encountering police. I absolutely have capiophobia. The only thing I worry about when I leave my house are the police. And I live in one of the shit places. I'm driving down the road, I see a cop, I'm gripping my steering wheel, I'm looking straight ahead. I even go as far as, like, if I'm in a local area and he's passing me, acting like I'm talking on my phone through the speaker or something, or I'm singing a song. Radio might not be on.
CPTSD, sporadic Tourette's. Oh. No, I'm bipolar 2. So I take drugs for it. Pharmaceuticals, I should say. The drugs are for something else. No, I don't take drugs. I smoke weed. Weed is not a drug.
There's a phobia of going to jail.
Sure. I think we all have that, don't we?
It is carciophobia. Carciophobia is the fear of going to jail. Now that makes sense.
I see. You make the last one up to help understand why my mouth goes nuts around cops.
Now that makes sense, because carcio in Latin means jail or prison.
Uh-huh.
Or not so
Incarcerated,
much
yeah.
prison, but jail or to be held.
Yeah, incarcerated.
Yeah, that's what carcio means in Latin. So carciophobia, it's a direct derivative of the term.
I see.
Fear of being jailed or fear of being held prisoner. And anybody can suffer this fear even though they've done nothing illegal in their lives. Of course, because
Sure.
the cops
Who
are
wants to get locked up?
the cops are over policing us and making stuff up just to lock people away.
There are over 10 times the number of people in prison as there was in 1968. You know that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. And the majority of them are African American.
That's insane, man. That's I absolutely have capiophobia. No, 100% without a doubt, I have capiophobia. Like I say, I see a cop as I'm driving down the road. I tense up. I try and sit up straight. I grab the wheel with both hands. I do not make eye contact with the cop.
Oh, I'm that way too.
Until he is out of view of my mirror, I am
Yep.
absolutely keeping a steady pace, not going faster or slower.
I love cruise
Scared.
control.
Scared.
You lock that cruise in and not have to worry about anything.
I, like millions of people in this free country, have capiophobia.
Sure.
Wow.
That's what I said. If they were there to protect us and everything, you wouldn't get tight in the asshole every time you saw one.
That's right. That's right. I've never had a cop do something nice for me. I've never had a police encounter where something positive happened to me.
Yeah, capiophobia. Yeah, that's it. Or capiophobia or whatever it is.
No, it's spelled right. That's
Oh, that's right. You got it.
capiophobia.
Capiophobia.
I don't think there's an N, but either way, that's about right.
Oh yeah, nophobia.
Yeah, there you go. Capiophobia. Yep, correct. Wow.
Yeah, and if you got capiophobia, no doubt you're fear incarceration. Okay. I mean that's a given, right?
True.
I mean, no doubt about that. So I guess I should be looking down at you, since I'm higher than you are.
Yeah, I'm looking up over there.
Yeah. But gonna make a TikTok.
Now,
Okay.
I'm sitting here thinking.
Yeah. He's gonna make a TikTok video.
Capio. Now, you would think cop, but in Latin, capio is not cop.
No, I don't know what it is.
Capio is a taking of a right or a property.
Okay, well that's what they're saying.
In Latin, capio is a taking.
Like to capture.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely, Snark and Sass. I do.
Yeah, in fact I do too.
But no, she's going to make a TikTok of that.
Oh,
That would be great. Oh, yeah, upload that.
definitely. That'd be a good video.
Well, she puts her TikToks on YouTube and stuff too, so you can watch her TikToks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and you can't count on Spliffy for nothing. He hardly ever gets on his YouTube. I logged into his account today. There was like 25 videos from like 4 days ago he logged in. That from like 4 days ago till now he hadn't been on there. He don't ever go on YouTube.
No.
He goes on his phone. If it comes up on his phone, then he sees it, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't go on my laptop ever, except to do the shows.
It
just sits here next to me.
And what?
And I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere on my laptop except YouTube. It's all I ever use it for.
Mm-hmm.
I do everything else on my phone.
And I'm gonna shame him because his last comment comes up on his bell notifications, and it stays there until he reads the last comment of any of his channels or his videos. And when I open it up, it was actually Too Tall Rob leaving a message saying, hey, I got here because of DogPound, something or another. Have a great show. He was talking about you for tomorrow. So Too Tall Rob came and left a message on Spliffy's channel yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll have to read it. It's probably a sign of sanity. I ain't crazy as lives here.
Yeah, not being on YouTube as much. Oh, I did a burger video. I did a live video for about 30 minutes cooking up a burger and some cannabis oil and stuff.
Oh, really?
Big old thick half-pound thing, man.
Ooh. I cooked up a chicken breast last night with some cannabis oil.
Okay.
And I put some Chihuahua cheese on top. It was excellent.
Chihuahua? What is... You like shredded a dog on your...
No, it's like shredded white Mexican cheese. Probably a sign of... Oh, I'm sorry. Dropped his link in your burger stream.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't looked at
ice cream.
I haven't even looked at that today. I just did it yesterday.
Oh.
And it was a good burger. So I bet you it's on here. Let's see, because Spliffy didn't watch it. He's all, oh yeah, Spliffy didn't watch it.
I cooked it to a perfect 160 degrees.
Yeah, sure. 160 degrees, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Everyone in Dollar General heard you.
Oh, they heard me?
Yeah, when you were live.
Oh, no shit. I bet you they thought, what the fuck's going on here? Cause I was just, while the burger was cooking, I was just talking with chat and stuff, and the burger was sizzling away.
Well, this thing is never going to make it to 620, 420, wherever.
You had a couple people saying, cheeseburger. Nice. Nice.
Cheeseburger.
What
Cheap.
I got 70 views on that in
No
less
Coke,
than
Pepsi.
in less than 24 hours. Crazy. And Earth Girl, yay, she left a message. Give her a thumbs up.
What's that?
Earth Girl left a message, gave her a thumbs up.
Oh. I somehow got a thumbs up on Tuesday's show during that 2-minute segment I did when I had no connection. So I don't know how that happened.
So wow, 70. Wow, I haven't had 70 views just on an upload in a while. Nice.
Well, that's pretty good. That's great, in fact.
Okay, so what are we doing here besides trying to convince Snarkinsass to come make love to us in the moonlight?
Is there going to be a moon tonight?
Is it working? Oh.
I don't know.
Had a couple
You're
of
asking the wrong
people.
person.
Cheeseburgers. Maybe I'll make the other one tonight because I
Oh, you
made
got another patty?
well I made 2 of them, and what I did is I had one of them round press things, and I just took the
Do dancing video for Spirit's birthday. Oh.
okay.
Well. Hand to the forehead, though. One of these. So.
She's saying she regrets the videos here. That's a good that's a good time to embarrass yourself as for a friend. Why not?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm embarrassed as Spliffy. I mean, I embarrass myself for Spliffy all the time.
He embarrasses me in public.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
So, yeah. So, I'm. I didn't tell you. Yeah, my daughter's making me a Halloween costume.
Oh, what kind of costume?
I'm gonna. Well, see, last year, as it turned out, Mac and his wife were going to be Fred and Wilma Flintstone,
Okay.
and then they had some problems in the family, and they didn't dress up at all. So they're going to continue to be Fred and Wilma Flintstone this year.
Ooh.
So I'm going to be Dino, and my daughter's making me a costume. Purple dragon, you know.
Oh, the purple dinosaur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragon, not a dragon. Dinosaur. So she's making me a costume.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that'd be cool.
All I can think of is like those blow up Yoshi costumes people step into and it makes them look like they're riding Yoshi.
Oh, those are cool.
Oh, let's hear the dino bark.
I don't know it, actually. I never watched the episodes with Dino on it. I'll have to watch an episode or something.
Oh, I heard a beat.
That was I don't want to say her name or she'll do it again.
Oh, the bitch that's always listening for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little bitch box.
She works for those A-Zone people.
Yeah.
Azons?
Huh?
The Azons? She works for the Azons?
Amazon.
No, they're Azons, man. They're aliens. They're Azons.
The Amazonians.
Jeff Bezos is just trying to get home.
Did you get them creepy little boxes that listen to everything you say? Just in case you say their name.
And you see, that's the scary thing, you know, between Jeff Bezos and Tesla, that dude from Tesla. That's the scary thing, because they're both aliens from the same planet but different races. So they're each trying to get home first. And that's who will decide who takes over Earth. It's scary.
He's coming out with a hydrogen car.
Oh yeah? Where's the hydrogen fuel tanks across the country to... No, Zuckerberg's just a science experiment, period.
He's one of their science experiments.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
That's the baby they had between the races.
But
Bezos and Musk.
yeah, he's coming out with a hydrogen
Elon
car.
Musk. Okay.
And it uses hydrogen cells, power cells, at 400-mile range. And what this power cells do is they operate the electric motor.
Okay.
I just watched a thing on it.
So it's a hybrid. It's hydrogen electric. Hydrogen powered electric motor.
Yeah.
Kind of like the hybrids now, where the gas motor just starts to charge the batteries to run the electric motor.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would eliminate charging stations, which he's got all these electric cars, but across the nation, he doesn't have enough charging stations for the infrastructure for his electric vehicles. So now
he's on the way around that.
Now he's making a hydrogen hybrid electric vehicle, yet there is no infrastructure
For hydrogen.
for hydrogen. This man is always missing a step. Have you guys noticed this? There's always one detail that's never talked about. That's usually the most important fucking detail.
He's looking towards the future. Okay. There aren't going to be any gas stations.
And you can make a hydrogen generator. You can go on like science channels here on YouTube. They can show you how to make a hydrogen generator right in your own garage.
Fill your car up with water and drive away.
Yeah, so you can actually fill your own tanks. Although the pressure it would take to fill a hydrogen tank, your hydrogen generator would have to push such a high cubic inch, it would be like 3 times the size of your air conditioner sitting outside on the side of your house. You know what I'm saying?
Just watch a vendor begging the charge stations because they aren't paying their rent. Really? Wow. So they're probably not making any money either.
Huh.
Oh, that's interesting. Hydrogen will still need charging. That's what I'm saying. They got about a 400-mile range.
Musk's not paying the rent? Wow.
Musk's not paying the rent.
Well, yeah, he gave up on them all. Let's turn them all to hydrogen now. That's like over in England. Somewhere in England, there's an area that spent $20 million. $20 million of municipal money buying electric cars. Now get this. Not only did they spend $20 million to buy electric cars, but they didn't put any infrastructure in to charge these cars. Now you would think, okay, now all these charge got to be run off of a plug. They didn't buy European manufactured electric vehicles. Okay? They bought them out of Europe. I don't even know who they bought them. It might have been Tesla, but they weren't European made. Now the difference is, in Europe, it's a 2-prong stick system for a plug outlet. In America, it's a 3-prong, which is 2 flats, and then a stick for the ground.
The ground, yeah.
So they can't even plug their cars in at the station to charge them. So whatever juice that they had when delivered these $20 million worth of cars, whatever juice was in them, they did a parade with the cars and then parked them. There's nothing they can do. There is no infrastructure to charge these vehicles. Now this was about a year ago, so I'm sure that somebody did something about it.
Yeah, I'm sure by now.
But think about it.
They've converted them somehow.
They spent $20 million of municipal money to park a bunch of cars. And it wasn't just one police station. It was like the area police stations. A couple of cars here, a couple of cars there.
And we got how many helicopters sitting in the local town without any pilots?
Right? It's like, what the fuck?
There's a manufacturing plant in Elwood making electric buses and semis. Wow.
That's cool. Do you know the company name? Sharks just heard about that yesterday. See, it's on the internet, guys. I'm not making this shit up. It's on the internet.
Wow.
$20 million.
That's some crazy stuff.
Can't even charge the fuckers.
Man, oh man. No, he doesn't.
That'd be cool. Maybe we can get like a hometown deal on a new vehicle. Woohoo! Take an electric bus, turn it into a mobile home. That's the way to go. Fucking RVing nowadays with the price of gases for diesel. And it doesn't matter if the gas price comes down, diesel's still over $5 a gallon, even on the low ends when it's gasoline's low.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember a time when diesel used to be cheap. I don't know when the hell did diesel start costing more than gasoline?
Right? Diesel used to be cheaper than gasoline.
Yeah, because it's a waste product from refining. Okay.
Well,
that's part of the waste product from refining gasoline.
Well, they got more trucks on the highway delivering goods. Demand for it went up. More people farming. Demand for it went up.
You have to go outside and video now. Like gorgeous and short. Live right now. Okay, you go ahead. Go take pictures of your hauls.
I hope you keep your hands.
Yeah.
Gopher gonna come out and chomp a finger.
Go take a video of your hauls.
Your holes. Show me your holes.
Bye now.
Oh, and I don't know. What about you?
Take care.
Think about wrapping this up?
Yeah, I think so. It's about time.
Much love, y'all.
We'll see. Remember, there's nothing funny about peace, love, and understanding. And tune in Tuesday and I'll play you some music. Bye now.